What's up, folks? Got nothing at any of my new sets or my old ones, but at least I didn't get the dog in my trap again. But that's the road, the gravel road up there, right down there. I don't know if you can see the water or not. I got 3 DPs, and then it comes up along the side of this big, I don't know, creek, I guess is what you call it. It's huge, and it's got an alleyway. It comes up through here. I see coon prints up through here too. But this goes back to another little field. But look at the size of this thing. It's like that all the way around, the whole thing. I'm not thinking many animals cross here. I don't know how. I was thinking about getting some, at least one foothold set up through here. Maybe bobcat, coyote passing through here or something. I've seen no coyote prints through here at all. On this land at all so far. I see plenty of deer and plenty of coon. I'll walk up here. Sorry folks, I'm looking for prints. I'll walk up here and show you guys where it goes in. It's muddy though. This is almost like river bottom. If you used to be out by a river, it is so wet and muddy. So you'd think bobcats would cross through here. But you can see there's ruts where the tractor was. A massive tree over there fell, and it fell clear out in that field. It's crazy how big that is. But yeah, it'd be nice to have this dry and get some beans in here. This would be... I drove up in here with the 4-wheeler the other day. I didn't stay up in here very long. But it goes back there. It's not overly big, but I haven't even been over here to investigate anything of where that goes, if the creek is along there, whether the animals can even get through. That's something I'm gonna have to find out. I'm doing a little more investigating this new place, so bear with me folks. I just gotta... It's treacherous through this corn. By the time I get home, I got so much corn stuff shoved up in the bottom of the 4-wheeler, it ain't even funny. But I need to investigate, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is pretty cool. But I'm surprised I don't even have any coons over here. These deer prints. Plenty of deer in this place. That's probably coon. Possum. But it'd be another cool place to come and look for antlers too. But I mean, despite the roadway, maybe find a place out here off to the side. See, comes up here, and here's a little open spot here. I could maybe put a set in. I don't want to put it right on the roadway. Put one up here and then one down this direction. I might get some DPs up in here too. I've seen a tree. Where was it? It's got a hole up in it. Yeah, there it is. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right there, there's a hole that goes up in that tree. That could be coon den. This is a pretty cool area. Alright folks, I'm going to get to work so I can get back up to the other part of that field. I'd like to get some more sets in up there today. I'll probably put in a set up there. Oh, this almost looks like a travel way right through here. I might get a walkthrough set right in through here. See how it turns out. Put me a dirt hole set in up there. Alright folks, sorry I don't have anything for you today. I'm surprised I don't, but I'll keep on trying. What we got here? Falcon. Cool. Alright folks, I'll get back with you. What's up folks, I'm back with you. This is how I do my beds. I don't know how well you can see that. Dang suns. I make a hole after I get my bed done the size I want it. I put a hole straight down through it. I will drive my cable down as far down as that hole as I can, because once you pull your rod out, you know, you lost your cable. But you want that thing down in there far enough, when you pull up on that cable is going to come up. You don't want that thing sticking up underneath your trap. So drive it down as far as in the middle of the hole as you can, where it's way down in there, but you can still get your quick link or whatever whatever you use on that. And that also gives you a place to put your chain down in there where it's not laying on the bottom of your trap where you can't get it level. But you want that bed as perfect as you can get it. That's the best tip you can get on catching any animals. Trap placement that is level. I'm going to set that down in there and I'll get back with you and I'll show it to you. Alright folks, there's my cable. It's a little soft here. I pushed that rod almost all the way down in the ground with my hands, not even a hammer. Well, it came to the bottom of my hole, so if it comes up a little bit too far, you can tuck it under, but I prefer not to. I should have drove it down a little bit further. Practice what I preach. So, hold on a second. You're gonna see green because I'm gonna lay you down instead of stopping you. Now I'm gonna get my trap set down inside that hole and show you how tight that is. I had a homemade stick where I could stab it in the ground and try to do my videos, but I stuck it on the four-wheeler and I hit a tree and broke it off. Okay. That fits down in there pretty tight. And you're gonna do your four-corner test. Hit it there. It's not moving. Hit it there. It's not moving. Hit it there. Not moving. Not moving. That's in there solid. That is good to go. Oh, I'm old. All right. I'm gonna take it back over here. I gotta get my salt and my peat moss. And I guess I want to show you guys another thing that I do. Salt. Peat moss. And I gotta get my pan under. I call it a pan under. Come on. You ever wish you had 3 hands? This is what I put underneath my pan. They're fiberglass pipe wrap. You don't want the foil on them, the silver foil. Just a plain old. You can cut them to go underneath your pans. I tell you what, I've used coffee filters, and I tried landscape fabric this year. I didn't care for it. And I'm sure, I've never tried the wax paper, but I'm sure I wouldn't like it either. So, and I haven't tried the screens, and I've heard a lot of do's and don'ts and goods and bads about it, so I haven't tried it. All right, I'm gonna have to sit down here. Sorry about this, folks. I don't have a cameraman. All right, folks, you can see my cables down in there, and I'll tuck my chain, make sure it's all down in there right. I'll stab my quick link down in there further. That's where my chain goes. It's not in the way. And this is containers that I buy from my hunting soap that I do my clothes with. I save them and I put salt in them. You can take this top part in and out, and make sure you don't throw that away because it's easier to pour. But I put table salt. I use nothing but table salt. Most guys, this is what you prefer. I'm not downing you, but I'm telling you, I don't prefer it. You see that trap bit's nice, you know, nice and flat and solid. I'm not going to stick peat moss on that and then try to wiggle my trap in it, because it is not going to bed right. It's not going to be solid. It's going to move around. I've tried it and I've tried it, and I don't like sometimes if my hole gets wallered out after I have a few catches, I'll put some dirt down in there and I'll pack it down in there and I'll get my trap in there. But this is what I do. Once I get it dug, I get it nice and flat with either my fist or a hammer. You see what I'm doing? You don't have to be lenient either. That's the thing. That's table salt. It's not that much money. I get it in boxes by the case, and it's not that expensive. Most people will stick dirt or peat moss down in there to keep the trap from freezing to the ground. You put table salt there and it won't. It doesn't eat your traps up that bad. You're going to redo your traps every year anyways. Because I don't care what you use, you're still going to have rust. And you're going to still have things that eat your paint right off. This is what works for me. And I don't have a problem with any of my stuff freezing up. So, once I get that trap back down in there, which I'll have to have both hands to push it back down in there right. Just a second. Alright folks, I'm back. Here we go. After you get your trap there, you're going to make sure you sprinkle something down in the cracks. You ain't got to go crazy on the second one, but that's how I do it. Regular table salt. I asked my grocery store if they would order it in the bigger containers, and I think it's like I can't remember what size of box. I'll have to put it in a video. I may have it in another video. But always make sure I got my pan cover under, pulled forward. I should have cut these a little longer, but I try to leave some in the back. I don't need anything back here. I'd prefer mine a little further closer to the front. And then that's when you're going to do your peat moss. And another thing, your trap doesn't need to be 2 foot underneath the ground. It's almost level with the ground. You use less peat moss or dirt, whatever you're using. And the further you get it down, the further it is for that trap to have to snap up through to get that animal. You're going to have a lot of misses on that. So, this is my experience. I do pretty dang good. So, I can do the traps. You give me the animals and I'll catch them. But I don't have as many catches as most all these guys out there because we don't have the animals here. But you give me the animals and I'll catch them just as good as anybody else. So, and now, like I said, it's time for your peat moss. And then you're going to leave where your pan is, you're going to let it sit either offset or leave the pan uncovered on a bobcat walk-through set. I've had coyotes stepping traps just laying on the ground, so whatever. But I'm gonna get this set done and I'll show you the finished set when I get back. I just wanted to show you guys the main things of what I do. That's my success. I mean, I would have better success, like I said, if I had more animals, but try this. Regular table salt. Your trap is not going to freeze to the ground. I'm sorry. I'll lay a $50 bill. It will not freeze if you do it right. Because I've never had one freeze. So, alright folks, I'll get back with the finished product.